Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's a dream many people have. Retire, move abroad, and start a whole new life. Our next guest took that bold leap and detailed her experience in a memoir. We welcome the author of London Sojourn, Rewriting Life After Retirement, Rebecca Knuth. Good to have you with us.
Lovely to be here.
Okay, so it was about 2014. You were a professor at University of Hawaii, which I would say would be living in paradise. I wouldn't want to leave. But you decided at 65 to retire and move to Britain, to UK. Why?
Well, I was burnt out with living in Hawaii and with the bureaucracy of being an academic, and I wanted to reinvent myself as a popular writer instead of an academic writer.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that's all I knew was writing these very heavy books.
Sure.
So I signed up for a 2-year course in creative nonfiction. And I chose London because all my life I've loved that city.
Ever since you were a kid, you loved it, right?
And I figured if there's any city that you could kind of live a life of a popular writer, of a life of the mind, London was it.
Right. So, but it takes a lot to do that because you're leaving behind your mother, right, and your grandchild, right? So there are a lot of sacrifices to be made. Was it challenging just getting there in the first place, organizing your life to make that move?
What was challenging was making the decision to do it,
right?
To leave, because there's all these obligations when you, like I was chair of the program for a while and had all these roles in Hawaii that I just wanted to walk away from.
Right. You had a lot of responsibilities.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did.
And being a professional. And I think the book would appeal, that I ultimately wrote, would appeal to people who want to look at having more creativity in their life.
Right.
Want to break some of their molds. And for me, I had to move away to do that.
Yeah. You knew somebody there, right? Like you had a connection there. Is that correct? And you had lived there before.
I had done sabbaticals, and I had done. I'd been study abroad coordinator over there. I did have one really good friend, and he just became a wonderful person to do things with.
Right. Kind of show you the lay of the land when you got there.
Yeah, and I met a lot of people in my classes, because not only did I do the creative writing class, but I did a guiding class, a 9-month street guiding class of London.
So you were guiding people along the streets?
Learning to get certified as a guide.
Oh, wow.
Because I wanted to deal with storytelling and nonfiction and facts, but I wanted to do it in a whole different way. In a way, I call it popular education.
Right.
You know.
That had to be challenging. You had to, you retire. You want to change your life completely. This is a big thing. A lot of people face when they retire. What am I going to do? But to do what you did takes a whole lot of guts. And also, you write in your book that you really had to learn to be kind of more outgoing.
Yes, you had to deal with things, and you had to. I learned that people have amazing stories.
Right.
And so
you wanted to be more of an extrovert.
Exactly. And I wanted to lighten up a bit, because I'm a terrible workaholic.
Okay.
So I can't say that I was totally successful at that, because I went to London and became a cultural holic or a lifestyle holic.
Yeah.
But it was just a wonderful chance to just play with different roles, like being a student again, or being an outsider, figuring out what I really wanted in life. And one of the things I was looking at was, did I want to try and be English?
Okay.
Did I want to stay there?
What involves trying to be English?
Well, for me, it was being part of a neighborhood and doing some volunteer work and just becoming immersed, not like a tourist, but as an expat, as somebody living there.
Okay. So what did you learn about being English that you had to change? Like, what were some of the cultural norms that were different for you?
Well, what I came to understand was that my idea of Englishness wasn't necessarily the Englishness that I found when I went to the city.
Like what?
I thought that, the Englishness I read in books was tolerance, essentially fair play, things like that. And there was a lot of that in England, and I loved a lot of things about England, but there was also the nitty-gritty.
Right.
There's
The
you
real
know,
life stuff.
Yeah, it's not like Agatha Christie.
Right.
You know, so things like that, and that the scenarios in life, the themes in life, you continue the same. But I began to yearn to come back to the United States, to be with my family,
Right.
to have a little house,
Right.
and a fireplace, and
Yeah.
a dog.
Oh, so you stayed 2 years, and you decided I've had my experience. But what did you gain from that experience? You moved here to Portland. What did you gain from that experience when you look back on rewriting your life?
Well, that's what comes out in my book, London Sojourn. I learned who I was kind of as a woman, as a person, who I was as a writer. Because what I did was convert from academic writing to more popular
Right.
writing. I learned that I was very fascinated with feminism. I learned that I really liked research where you were on the ground. Like when I researched Jane Austen, I would go to her house. And Charlotte Bronte, I would go up to her hometown.
Wow.
And plug into things that I had never plugged in
Right.
to before, that academics often don't plug into.
Right. Right. It's
So-
really retirement isn't the end of life, it's the beginning of life in so many ways. That's so awesome.
It can be.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be, but what I think you have to do in retirement is find out what really makes you happy.
Right, exactly. We want to tell everyone you have a book event. It's at Annie Bloom's tonight. The book again is called London Sojourn, Rewriting Life After Retirement. Rebecca Knuth, I'm so happy for you.
Thank
I know
you.
your grandson is going to be at the book event. He'll have a lot of questions for you.
I
Yeah, a
I have
lot.
to watch that.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest.